Oil Town, losing lots of land value. Also Oil Town, we're making the big money. Seniac, I have 150k in the bank. Also Seniac moves buildings, spending 149k. Caribbean, we have a nice and warm ocean for you to enjoy. Fools Kingdom, we have a extra warm ocean of poo. Insert funny meme comment here. I wonder who forgot to say, guys. Totally not Seniac. Ladies, welcome back to another episode of the Fools Kingdom here in Cities Skylines, where, guys, we, last episode, started to get some huge profit margins coming directly from the Oil Town Corp. So high, in fact, that it's aided some beautiful expansions among all of the kingdoms except Fredonia. Yeah. We've kind of neglected it for quite some time. Well, today we're going to show it a little bit of love. We're going to do some more expansions as well. I want to try and complete the highway loop around the Fools Kingdom. And also try and get some infrastructure sorted in Oil Town. Because I am expecting a big boom from those guys pretty soon. And we just kind of thrown the grid down. I also want to get the cargo line in Oil Town from the Oil Town Corp industry right down to the cargo harbour. Now, if you guys do enjoy this and want to see more, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you are new here, then make sure you do subscribe so you are notified when that next episode does come out. Now, boys, we are back. We are legit back right now. And we got so much stuff to do. So, Fredonia are complaining, and they have been for quite some time. And we're going to try and get them set up on their own foot, because I think for now they are sharing the sewage and the water. No, they've got their own sewage, but they're sharing the water supply from the Fools Kingdom, which we're going to try and get them set up on their own, pretty much like what Oil Town Corp is right now. And we're going to try and give both kingdoms, Fredonia and Oil Town Corp, their own small water transfer facility. A water treatment facility, should I say. So we can finally get rid of the sewage that we're dropping in. We did it last episode for the Fools Kingdom, which I kind of do want to change over to this side now, because it seems quite cramped over there. Get it over here, because if I build anything along here, they're going to be quite close to the land pollution. And the actual sewage went all the way around here up to here. So it's slowly retreating, and before you know it, it will be all gone. It will be all gone, guys. So First thing I want to do is just kind of complete the little highway road and link it back up to here. Because at the minute, Fredonia is using some of the service vehicles from the Fools Kingdom. And when they do come over to here, they've got to drive all the way around and come down to here. So I'm just going to get that over there, hook it up. Then they've got a shorter distance, so it might solve some issues. It might not. It probably might not. But it's all part of the loop that I want to complete for Fredonia, so we can start adding in the rest of the buildings and stuff like that. I want to complete this loop as well. Once that's all hooked up, then we've got a slight little system, which means then I need to sort this junction out and probably put a roundabout here. Yes, guys, I said roundabout. This can either go one or two ways. I completely mess up the whole thing, or I could be a freaking genius. We all know how that's going to turn out right now. But before I do any of that, I actually want to add in the cargo line for Oil Town, because this is what at the minute is driving us the most amount of money, so we have to aid it. We just have to spend the money where we make the money. So let's get that sorted then. For now, we'll probably only have one cargo thingy me jiggy me bobby me booty in. Now that's okay, and it's over here. So if I bring it round up this way, the train line, then we just simply connect off it pretty much where we want. So let's get this started. Okay, right. So I'm also going to have it elevated too. So if I start here by it being elevated, and if I take it away from the grid for just a moment. So if I go there up to there. Hang on. Hold on, boys. Hold on. There we go. And then I bring it down just past that little turn off point here to there. And I think from that moment is then when we'll slowly start to elevate it down. But let me just see how high we are from this point. We're currently at 7. Then again, I could keep it at 7, couldn't I? So if I went to there, and this is going to be a little bit of a weird one, isn't it? Or do you reckon it's there? How does that sit? Do you know what? That's not too bad. It follows the elevation of the land. We'll take it. We'll take it. And then we're going to incorporate a little cargo train station around here. Now, I could drop it here, but I don't know how busy this road is going to become. Will I be doing any more expansions around this? I mean, the peninsula, you can just about see it. Kind of goes around there, so we're not going to drop it down any further. So I think we're kind of okay in that form. But I will actually place a road in. So we'll use this little one-way road. So I'll bring it up by, we'll just bring it up by 5. And then go across by 20 and down. So at least we've got some sort of in and out route for the train traffic. And if I dropped it just there, and we're going to elevate it up, bring it down along this, and then we do our little V connection so it could potentially go in both ways. That's simply how it's going to work. So for now, I'm going to get rid of the power lines, so I've got a little bit of space, and then we'll get them back in momentarily. Now, if I do a 6 by... Well, actually, before I do that, let me get the height level set up here. So if I bring that to there, and then we'll kind of go from that. So we'll do a 4 by 4, and then elevate it by 5. Right, and then the actual bend itself, which looks like we're gonna have to anarchy that slightly in. So it elevates over. It is high enough for the trucks to go over, right? Hold on. Can I get lower to the floor? Yeah, I think there is enough clearance there right now. And then let me first delete that because I think it's a little bit too close. Bring that down to here. So I'll bring that back to there. And then what's the distance here? 20. I'm going to go for 21. Now, I know we have no need at the minute to go in the other direction, but it's set up ready for us. Anyway, let me just make sure all these connections are okay. Yeah. And yeah. So technically, right now, we have a train connection. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And again, we only really have one exportation area right now for these guys in terms of the oil town section. So that'll be all nicely set up. We all have the water over here. In terms of power, technically we have it. All I've got to do is just kind of do a little connection over to there, which means I can get rid of that. And then we are all now pretty much connected. So they can slowly start exporting a little bit easier. A little bit easier. We've got the lamps on the little turns here, so the trains are not going to get caught up and cause traffic jams. And that's pretty good. So we just leave now Oil Town to do what it's got to do before we come back and try and build some type of structure within what is going to be quite a dominant force early on in the series. Okay, sweet. Right. I know I've got a few issues here, there, and everywhere, but let's now sort out Fredonia because I got to show this island a little bit of love. So the highway then, we got this little 2-lane highway running all the way through. Now, I want it to link up from over here. So if I choose this point and then bring that to about here, and then we're going to do a little bit of a wiggle. Going all the way through right now. And then we do a little 14 by 14, connect it up. So that kind of bypasses that whole little area. We can create another little connection point. Pretty sweet. But I want to change this bridge because I want to create the connection for this area. Now, it currently comes from, when you think about it, a 2-lane road and it merges into a singular road. And then if I connect this up, the lane math isn't perfect. So I can actually turn that bridge here into a 2-lane road. So if I did that right now, we actually get then the elevation from the bridge, and we get the little structures looking nice. And I'm going to bring this right down to there. And then we're going to try and create something beautiful. Right, so if I come from this point and go up that way, I'm going to try and create a dramatic UE. Which, how does that turn out? Is that dramatic enough? Probably not, probably not. Let me try that again. So if I do it this way first and then create the bend, Because I also want to create the exact same thing. Then again, no, I don't need to create the exact same thing going this way. So basically what I'm trying to do is, if I had that road there, which goes that way, and that goes that way, and that one needs to come around. Oh, wait, I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong. Hold on. So that came out by, was it about 4, was it? All right, I'm going to key that in real quick. All right, so bear with me on this, guys. It's quite a push what I'm trying to do right now. But this comes from this direction straight down. That goes up to there straight down, which we flip around. And these are the turning points to come in. So the only reason for these guys, if I use the lane connector so you can visually see it, is that goes that way and then straight up. That goes straight down and that one turns here. So it's coming down. It's doing quite a dramatic bend round, but it's nothing that these boys can't simply handle right now. And let me just kind of push it down a bit more. Just get the angle right. It'll be quite fun to see, and that will then kind of link up to that road over here. So if I just quickly sort out the little connections to it. So if I went there with this one just for a minute, that one came up to here. But then, obviously, it has to... Wait, what was that? That was an 8. It has to bend out that way. I've got him the wrong way around as well. Sediak. There we go. And then if this... We can also... A 3x3. Yeah, there we go. Get it rolling down. So I don't know how much traffic we're going to see on this. I don't know how overly used this road is going to be. If it becomes a little bit too crazy, then I'll change it, because obviously those tight corners are not going to work for us. But I'm interested to see how it does turn out. Now, not to say we're going to have any issues. Oh, hold on. I have got it the wrong way around. How has that happened? Oh, I'm so foolish. Said I forgot to do the crisscross because it's flipping around from the opposite side. Oh, you're so dumb, Seniac. You are so dumb. For real. And now these guys are going to crisscross over. No, they're just completely turning around. I'm so dumb. I am so dumb. How did I think that was going to work? Like, honestly. How did I officially think that was going to work? I don't know. Right. Now, because this one goes under, I'll keep and remain this line of road to go in under as well. So that is the connection there. But if I bring it down like that, and that will connect in, then this one, if I just delete back to there for a hot minute, right, we'll bring it to there, and then we'll elevate it up by, let's say, 5. There by 6. We'll elevate it up. Actually, you know what? I'll bring it up by 10, which is quite dramatically high. And then I'll play around now with the levels. So get that straight to there. There we go. So it doesn't need to go that high. So bring it down just a tad. So that flips them all over. There's still vehicles coming down here. I don't know why. I broke it, guys. It's not useful for you. So they're now turning around. There we go. I knew there was something suspicious going on right there. So it's not perfect. It just becomes a nice little feature for Freedonia. Because the whole point of Freedonia is there was no proper infrastructure. There was no proper lanes sort out for management and stuff like that. It's just really quirky stuff like this that kind of sets Freedonia apart. I'm kind of trying to build very loosely in this place. So hopefully it comes across like that. That is amazing. I know I could have made it very easy to just come up and then connect in that way. But again, this is Freedonia. They don't have logic. That is the whole point of Freedonia. They do not have the logic right now. Because I quite have easily could have come off the bridge and went under as that one went over. But I like this better. I like this. It adds a little bit of character to this place. Which, again, like I said, sets up all of this. Which then means it then means I can create more connections coming out for it. So if I chose this connection here, and it came in by 6 to connect into there, which is obviously not going to work because I've got that turned off because I'm such a folio. And I've now broken everything. Pause. There we go. Creates a little connection there. We'll bring that straight up to there. So everyone is getting more connected to this small national road that tears through. Sweet, mate. Sweet. So yeah, we can do a few more little expansions on it. Now we do have this little garbage plant here, but I wanted to create like a little waste facility area, didn't I? That's what I wanted to do. So do I kind of build it up into the mountains so the trash looks down on these fools? Or do I reserve the mountaintops here for the high wealth of Freedonia? Yeah. Okay, right, what I'm going to do is pause a minute. I'm going to move these wind turbines up here. They have so many wind turbines. There's such green energy right now in Freedonia. They're free spirits. And then we're going to get rid of that water supply just there. Get rid of that power supply there. And we'll extend down the coastline. So if I picked, let's say, this point here. And then if I was able to run that road up like that. Again, no free structure, because that is what Freedonia is all about right now. And this is where we can create the waste facility. We got to cram it on this tiny little island. So if I bring this, I think 2 at best would be enough. So if I build that road there, can I squeeze 1 in there, 1 in there? Yes, I can. So then the bam, bam, bam. We're now officially going to cut ties with the Fools Kingdom when it comes to the water supply. So now we're officially have our own stuff over here. Now we do have a little water tower, which I'm going to get rid of. Replace it for a large one. And does it all have power? No. Not everything has power just yet. So I'll add that in. Good stuff. And then the landfill site. The landfill site can come back to work, but I feel like getting rid of it. Right. And then placing down some garbage recycling centres. For obviously Freedonia. Now if I bring that road up to there as well, can I squeeze in 2 recycling centres? Bam, bam, back to back. Which gives me more room around here right now for industrial for Freedonia. Would you look at that? Right, let me get rid of that and that. Even though I just added it in. Squeeze a few little factories around it. Because that's what it's all about. I got the water, didn't I? Yeah. And right now, they are all connected via power. So I don't need to add any more power lines in. So if that's not showing a little bit of Freedonia love, I don't know what is. So hopefully as time now goes on, this gobbledygook in the water here will slowly dissipate and disappear. That is what we could hope for. That is legit all we can hope for right now. So now we've got this weird, funky little connection in, which weirdly I like it. I just don't know why. I'm still getting vehicles going the long way around, which is interesting because I would have thought this here would have been the shorter route. Very interesting. So that one I sort out some of the land value because all the trash is not moving all its way down here. We don't really have any medical facilities just yet. So we might as well squeeze some of that in. Right, we'll get where the best place for these to be? I'm trying to think. I mean, I got a little bit of a dead patch there, but then again, I've got to, at some point, start building up here. So if I did put it down here, it's really going to be for this, like the tip of the island. Right, let me start doing some road structure coming up. So if this road led out, we'll bring it up by 30, as if it was some kind of straight road before I start turning it. So it could go literally bypass the water tower, which is really cool. We'll get this road 12 by 12, connect straight in, and then we'll build it round about here. So we'll have a road that comes down to there, and then we'll have a random connection in, as if it formed some type of grid. And then if I try and bend it, does this show us that Freedonia has no correlation to the road network? It doesn't have a flow. It doesn't make sense. This is what I want of Freedonia, ultimate chaos. So I'm trying so hard not to build a proper structure, even though we still got some form of a grid here. I'm trying so hard not to build a proper road structure, and it's quite difficult not to do so. So we got some medical. We have no fire coverage over here. So now this is where we can have like the beginning of all the services. Policing, we don't have any coverage either. Drop that in. Has the water. Doesn't quite have the power just yet. And I think I'm going to move the crematorium real quick. Just to here. Does that stop the power spreading? It does. So I'm going to run the power right down to here real quick. There we go. Does that bridge the gap between the power? Yes, it does. Right, good stuff. So it has its own location. Do we have public transport in this area? No, we have no buses that go through Freedonia just yet. I don't know how... I mean, then again, it might be useful because we do have a little bit of industrial starting to build up on this side. That's where all the jobs are. And again, it might be useful to have a bus route that goes directly from the Fools Kingdom to Freedonia as well. Or not. Are we willing to... I mean, then again, we are accepting people to freely travel across the bridge. Do I accept a bus route, or do I wait until we've got another connection over? Decisions, boys. Too many decisions right now. I don't know. I could actually just kind of keep this to a ferry line. But for now, we're going to give them their own bus route. That's what we'll do. So this is going to be even more difficult, trying to set up some kind of structure for a bus route. So if I started there, as if that's where the people first get off on the boat, and then we put a stop straight here. So then we're leading back, which I'll then have my first stop in here, this area, which will then bring them in to here. And then we'll run round the edge, then cutting into there. Last stop just here as we end up back there. It's not perfect, but then again, the road structure's not perfect. So you just got to do what you've got to do, really, haven't we? So that gives them their first little taste of public transport right now in Freedonia, which is pretty good. Right, let's look at getting this sorted then, while we just wait for those kind of new fixes and expansions to kind of settle. Right, so we're going to bring this highway straight just to there. So I'm going to work with all the straight points first. To there. And this should be fairly... Oh, yeah, it should be fairly easy to connect in. Alright, what did I select here? I've gone 20. Alright, if I try and do the same here. It's easier to just get the road over to these points first. Because they're not going to be perfect. Where is that? There. So that would be 22, wouldn't it? Ah, forget it. We'll just fly it in like that. It is pretty close on this section, and it kind of spreads out a little bit wide on that section and this section. So yeah, it does make sense that there is a slight difference in the bend. Right, this is going to be magical. Trying to get this connection. Let's just see what I can come up with. Oh, do you know what? I think that does work straight first time. So, bam, bam, there we go. The highway runs around the kind of center point there, thus allowing people to get to where they need to get to a whole lot quicker. We might then start officially seeing people use this stretch of road turning off here. The only downside is we don't have it going both ways on this little connection on this side. And that's what we need to set up next. So I'll do that in just a moment. I want to see how Oil Town is now coping with its newfound train line. Oh, damn. There is a train there filled to the brim with oil. That's what I like to see. So how are we doing on the Oil Town Corp? 2,600 profits at the moment. Not bad. Should we invest a little bit of money into Oil Town Corp again? Because we are producing petroleum. Maybe it's time that we start making plastics. That could be a good shout. So these are our 2 petroleum buildings that we have set up currently. And if I extended the road right across, let's say we came down and created 2 12s indentations. And then the oil area. So why do I not see nothing? What are these all about? Oh, there we go. So this one is our creates petroleum. This is our first one that creates plastic. And they're quite large buildings, aren't they? So if I drop the one just here and then one just there, as we've got a little bit of space, go across there for the water, then we could potentially start making a little bit of plastic too, which would be quite exciting, wouldn't it? Another completely full train leaving Oil Town Corp, which now puts our profits up to 8,000. We're able to export more at one go. So that's going to be quite exciting to see when we start creating the plastics now, how much the money then slowly starts to rise. Very good. That's very good right now. Right, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Well, that road now seems pretty quiet. Have they realised and everyone's updated their routes to now go around here? I think so. I think so. Anyone coming down this section? Oh, there we go. We have a vehicle there using it. Vehicle going up on that way. So it's handy at the minute for 2, 3, 4, and 5 vehicles. Right, we're slowly getting there. We're slowly getting there. Right, let's sort this out then. So this, we have to create ye old classic Trumpetto Junctiano. That was foolish for Trumpet Junction. But then, we have a really good slope going up. So, do I create an overpass to eventually start roads going up here, maybe? But then again, I've got this section here that can elevate up if I created the correct junction. And then, like, in the middles, I could do junctions to connect. Yeah, I'm not going to do that because it messes up my whole flow. So pause and delete. I'm so sorry, but you now have to go. Oh, which means I've got to change this road. And potentially, we'll change this junction once we see the difference in what this interchange brings. So, first things first, we have to anarchy it. And we have to add in the 2-laners. I'm saying it like I don't know. Hey, Seniac, you sure you got to add in these? How did I build a trumpet junction again? Ah, no. Yeah. So it goes to... Wait. Hold on. No, I got to look at this one. Yes, it does do that. It does... Oh, I'm so foolish. Right, okay. Don't build it from there because you're going to get it all messed up. We'll start from here instead. So that one goes in that direction. That one. Oh, hang on, it's not even elevated. Goes in that direction. So I bring this over by up to there. That over to there. Now, which way are we going to make it go? I feel like we're going to have more room flipping it around this way. just because it gets quite close there. But then again, it's not much of an elevation change here initially, but the road clips in closer to there where it's more room to expand over that way. All my junctions to the left, when you look at this one, it's to the left. So should we make this one to the right? To the right, to the right. Yes, we will. You know what, we're gonna. So I'm gonna bring her by 2 more, just give us a little bit more room. And let's start this process then. So we'll do a 5 by 5 bend, which turns this into a 7 by 7. I can do all the elevation change soon. Then let's do a 5 by 5 there, which that is a 7 by 7. And then 7. Okay, by 6. A little bit different, but we'll go with it. And let me just sort out this side first. Yeah, I'm going to do it right to there. Slope the objects. Nice. And then here. To there. Ooh, no. No. Right, if I get this to align to this object height, and then select up to there and then slope it that way. No, why is it doing that? Is there another one I don't know about? It's kind of annoying when it does it like that. Right, align you to there. Oh, why does it keep doing that, boy? So it is then kind of the same. I've just got to then sort out this, which I feel like this here I can kind of push out just a tad as it sprawls out. That to there. I'm going to try and push this up a bit. Can we get away with that? Because then we've got to upgrade this road here with... Oh, hold on. With that way. That flips around this way. And if I bow that out a bit more... Is that too much for the bend to comprehend? Oh, that rhymed. I'm so good. Nah, I think we got it. So, quickly, right now, let's just sort out the lanes. So, bam, 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 bam. Sorted, mate. Sorted. Now we got to do this side and then get it connected up to that 4-lane road. So I like how it has kind of indented itself in here as if we had to carve out of this slight little slope to make way for this beautiful infrastructure that we're now building. I kind of like the idea of that. So then this road, we'll bring it out by, 7 straight down to ground. Okay, we'll go 8 instead. Bam, bam, bam. Sweet. So then this, at the same level as you, to there, and then that simply we'll do it by 9. Then of course flip that one round. Create those bends. And then upgrade that to a singular road. Straight. That's done. As simple as that was, that is done. So we're going to now pick the roads to merge it into. So we just got to get this right, and I'll flip it around the right way. There. So, and then just flip this the right way around. And then we'll just use the move it tool now to get it all merged correctly. That should work. Kind of. Yeah, that should work. And then the lane management. Straight, straight, straight. Done. And then we'll see how that now handles and what kind of traffic we then start to see on that junction before we go down the route of creating the foolish roundabout. My version of a roundabout. Which we all know how that turns out. Well, that's all good. That is all good right now. It now allows them to go in both directions, so I'm hoping that actually might cut out a little bit of traffic that drives down here. You never know, because they're able to now do a right turn, drive up, turn off there to go down. Or they might just want to hit the big loop going around. I don't know if that going this way round is quicker than going this way. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. Oh, you guys complaining about power right now? Well, that's not good. I do have to build something over here. So many wind turbines in Fredonia. It's because I refuse to build a proper power plant. But that should give them what they need anyway. Are the buses made it? Yeah, the buses have made it over here. And there's actual people waiting. Good. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see, boys. Okay, right. At the minute, them traffic lights are holding up pretty well. So we'll just leave it for a memento. A singular memento right now. Vehicles using this strip of road as well. The highway, the new one we just placed in. That's good stuff to see. We've got it going good so far. Right. Oil Town. Let's give you a tiny bit of structure. Right. So maybe eventually I might put a roundabout here. It depends how busy Oil Town is going to be. But I think I might use this side of the island where we have all the high density, high tech, or whatever you want to call it, the rich part of the place to live. Oh, they got a little bit of power problems too. Now, what do we have in terms of power over here? Is it just wind turbines? Yes, they could really do with an oil plant. Makes sense, right? And we'll put it within the oil industry. So I'm actually going to put it just there. There we go. So that would give them millions of powers. 11,000 we're now up to as we're now exporting plastics. Good, 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 good. Very good, boys. So, let's now sort out some slight infrastructure. So let's say that this did eventually become... Actually, no. Because I can create the little bypass road. Cutting through here to bend round. And all it's going to be is, at the minute, just a singular national road. So if I chose that point there to... Yeah, let's say this point here. And I did a... Well, kind of bend it around a bit more. And had it lead off into the sunset. Or do I want it closer to the edge so I can build on that side? Yeah, I feel like I do. Right, we'll bring it from there. And bam. Oh wait, we haven't got that on. How shocking. So yeah, it can bypass this area, but also provide a link. Is what we're gonna have, and then that can simply run down to there. Off it skedaddles and off it goes. Okay. So then I've got options. I could either have the road network, say, running down here, and then it cuts through there. I could stick a roundabout there or something like that. And then we just delete this back by a bit. And then straight away we could have a highway connection like that. Right? I could link this road for now. Came over by 10 there. Just bend in like that. That's so weird. No, Seniac, no. I'll take it from there instead. In like that, so at least it's kind of connected in two ways. And again, just for now, we'll just kind of have the road end there, as that was the kind of like an initial way to kind of create the traffic flow. So we got the road connecting there for anyone who gets off at the harbour, or the cargo harbour, or the cruise ship harbour. And then we have this road now tearing through, which is going to bypass. So if you get off there, or if you're in this area, whatever, and you want to get down to here or over here, you haven't got to drive through the town. You can just hop on the highway, the national road, and just kind of bypass it for now. So that kind of then gives us not too much infrastructure, but a form and an understanding of what's possible and where we're then going to be taking it, which again is exciting, because then I can lead up all the roads to the edges of these areas and have that form of structure. So if I went there, and I can then create a little bend down and in. So not to get too close to it, but I can build up to it. And then I can build just there, just do 2 rows, so it's not too close to that highway, and then that adds in more residential over on this side, as we've slightly expanded the workplaces on the Oil Town Corp. So yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, some people are already using it, which, like I said, it kind of completely bypasses that road, which is quite exciting to get up and running. And then I can build a bit more, and again, we can link off it in certain areas. I might use this road here to be a ring round that goes all the way around and then cuts in. Yeah, we got this, boys. We got this. Okay, right. How's this junction over here now doing? So it seems to be holding up pretty well. So I don't think I'll put in the roundabout in today's episode. We'll save it for next episode. But you can see what's going down. But I feel like we need to extend that road anyway, all the way down to here. So what we'll do first is we'll do what we can before we need to place a roundabout in. So I will allow right-hand turns like this and like this. And then you become the straight over and that way. And then everybody else can go where they need to go. But that then will, when you get the bulk of traffic coming off this, there's 2 lanes that they can now exit from when the traffic lights go green, which should filter through a whole lot more traffic. And just like that, we cleared 2 lanes. So for now, we don't need it, but we do need it. That's what I'm going to say. We do need it because as of this point, we could really do with one, just to kind of keep them flowing. But this is only at this point. I'm still going to build a whole lot more in the Fools Kingdom. We also had a little bit of a power problem there, didn't we? Yeah. Right. That little sewage area is now creeping past the harbour. So, and all the land values and issues are kind of gone. The only thing they complain about right now, there's not enough educated workers, so we could really do with a school over on this point. Many people waiting over at this point? Probably not. If I get a school, you know what? Yeah, we'll get a... Do we have a school over here? We don't. I'm going to get an elementary school just behind... I'll get it here. Just there. Which then we should start to see students using the bus route. And give these guys some education that they do require. We now have this area over here accessible to start building our huge downtown area, which is going to be good. Sewage slowly disappearing. We haven't set up the water treatment area for Oil Town just yet, but now I've kind of sorted out some infrastructure heading in the right places. Then there's nothing stopping us doing those expansions. Oil Town Corp right now, 5,000, but as we keep exporting them plastics, we're making more and more money, which I'm quite excited about. So let's have a little recap then. So Oil Town as a kingdom has over 2,000 people living here. We've extended Fredonia only slightly. Now has 1,400 people living here, which when you look at it, 500 resident difference. Holy smokes. That's crazy. But the Great Fools Kingdom currently has nearly 10,000 people living here. So we have got many expansions yet to come. But I feel like now we've kind of got this infrastructure down, we could go a little bit expansion crazy. So watch this space, boys. Just simply watch this space. I could do a roundabout here too. Oh, I wanted to move this. Okay, future projects, boys. Future projects. But there we go. We've got some good stuff all now set up. There is a lone random vehicle. Where are you going? That decided that this was the quicker route to get over to here. Okay, as you want, as you please. But we showed a little bit of free donor love. We've kind of settled a lot of their issues right now. They're currently complaining that they not enough buyers for the products. Which, does that mean they want an exportation area? Maybe. Are we going to give it to them? Not yet. Not yet, boys. But guys, I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.